What's up? I'm checking my hat. It's Mike Smith here at, I guess, technically it's the Sunday show to the Palooza of Comic Book Weekend at Nighttiger Comics, where we put out a video Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Okay, intro. Okay, we're back. Just here, wanting to share a bunch of stuff with you. I was thinking, should I do this or put this video on Fridays, or do you guys like it on Sundays? But anyways, I'm representing, my son made me this shirt. This is my art of Nighttiger, which is a comic book character that I created. So my son, they went and put it on from this picture that I created. And they did a pretty good job. He asked me, "You wear your shirts?" And he got me both larges, and I don't wear large, so I don't wear them very often, but I had to represent. I'm going to do a video on my art soon. I used to draw comic books all the time. My own characters, nothing copied, all original. Okay, what else we got here? This is just laying around. I thought I'd show it. Half-Baked Heroes from the Comic History, the League of Forgotten Superheroes. And you know, you've achieved your dream when you read a book like this and some of the Golden Age characters, issues that appear in here you have. So that's like, okay, I'm good. I don't have to keep collecting. I've reached the pinnacle. But there's even Bronze Age stuff in here, look. Matter of fact, I think I have this coming up in a Jack Kirby cover video I'm doing, putting together. Some of the ones you don't remember. I actually looked for this comic. I haven't been able to find one. This is really cool. I got this off eBay or something for really not that much. I think I paid probably less than $10 for this book. And I have the villain one also. I'll show a few more. I'll say what the heck. Who's this? Zippo. Okay, I want you to tell me, because I asked on the Saturday show. I know people that have been looking for this comic book for decades. It's a Canadian original female superhero, and it's one of the most expensive and scarcest Canadian Golden Age books. Her first appearance. She's like the Northern Lights. Do you guys like the longer format, or should I stick to the 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, or would you like me to go 30? I have this book. Thank you, Captain Strangelove. He gifted me a copy. I never thought I'd own that book. That's a book that's going in my coffin. I'm putting a list together. How many books can I pack in there? Which ones are they going to be? I'm going to put it in my will. This all goes in my coffin. Taking them with me. All right, so last video, I neglected to do something I wanted to do, which what I wanted to do was go through the horror box and pick out 2 horror comic books and show them to you before we get into the regular books. So down here, I have my go-to. These are Christmas comics for the Christmas show. But down here I have my go-to short box for Halloween. And it's got the majority of my major horror books in it. Let's take a look. I think Buster wants to get in. Buster! Not. Okay, guys, let's pick out 2 horror books. Before I do that, I don't know where I got this. 2-pack Bubble Bath, Batman and Joker. Directions for use: add drops under running water for an indulgent bubble bath. What year is this? I don't even have, it doesn't have a date. I've had this a long time. It's starting to actually fall apart. I probably had this almost 10 years. I've never seen another one. So when I saw that, I said, I gotta have it. Put it in the comic room. Which used to be just a part of a wall in the family room in the beginning. 2 horror books. Mike, focus. Is this horror books? Let me see. Oh, it is. So 1, The Key, number 3, scarce. I have 2 of these. 2 of these. Looks like kind of like the Phantom. So that's from 1945. What did I don't have what I paid for this. 4.5 copy. So a pretty decent copy for Golden Age. Oh, here's the other one. It's a lower grade. You don't believe me. You thought I pulled out the same one, didn't you? They look pretty good together. I should take a picture of that for Instagram laters. Okay, so that counts as 1. So let me pull out one more. And I got a killer Golden Age horror book coming. Should be here in a few days. I'll talk more about it when it gets here. How about this one? The Spirit, number 3 from 1952. You got the skull guy coming out of the phosphorus-looking, glowing skull. Good girl. Will Eisner on the cover and the interiors. Is that Will Eisner? It's supposed to be. But it has a great graphic. I got to put this in a Mylar. It's in this Pro line. That's starting to wrinkle. Okay, what'd you guys think of those 2 for the horror books? We'll just do 2 because I got a good stack of comics here. So maybe this week will just be abnormally long videos. Okay, I guess this book is hot. I do have the original Avengers 25, the first time Doom meets the Avengers. But again, I talked about it in the last video. Reprints were such a great way. Even today, I mean, still some people consider them, nothing but burgers. They put them in the dollar bin, even in high grade. But back in the day, you could pick these up for $0.25, $0.10, and stacks of them. They were like the reprint titles, and nobody wanted in the shops. Just they wanted them out of the shop, basically. But anyways, so number 19. This is the reprint from Marvel Triple Action, July '74. And Jack Kirby cover, obviously. Let me get this stack of books out of here. They're in my way. And then here we have a team up. This is a Gil Kane cover. Great cover. The Constrictor. Marvel Team Up number 47, June '76. Ron Wilson on the cover. Great. I love that cover. It's just so cool. What else? Oh, I was pressing this one, and I read the back. I said I got an A-OK from Metarug. So Brave and the Bold number 129, starring the Joker. But I realized I already had one. Jim Apparel cover. So they look good together. Okay, what else? We got more. Another one I said in the last video, and this one is some of the books that I was going through the boxes in here of stuff I haven't read, pulling stuff out, saying, that look cool. People like that, blah, blah, blah. And then a lot of them have spine rolls. So then I'd stack them up, and I've been knocking out these spine rolls. So here's one of them. Then I knocked out the spine roll on. Our Fighting Forces, number 119, June '69. Obviously, it's a Joe Kubert cover. Robert Koeniger, I don't know how you say it on scripts. And so these characters were inspired by the Dirty Dozen movie of the same year. Hellcats. Man, there's a lot of this. More DC. Another Raven Bowl. This is spine roll needed fixed. So I threw it in here. Rich Buckler cover. Newsstand. Cool creeper cover. Raven the Bold, 178, September 1981. And then here we have a low grade cap. The cap was, I was getting a little rid of like Torah books, but these Marvel's certain titles were not easy to get rid of, like the lowest grade conditioned ones. This is the Golden Archer here. So I guess he came from another Earth. His name was Hawkeye there, and then so he got here, he changed it to Golden Archer. Good Gil Kane cover. Or no, that's Ron Wilson cover. Anyway, good title. Another one, growing up, you know, nobody cared about the cap in like the mid to late 70s. It was books you could find everywhere for a quarter. So this is, I went to a shop in Tampa years ago, and even when the shop has nothing, like they're picked clean, all the stuff is low grade, the prices are too high, I still want to, sometimes I, depend on, you know, if I talk to the owner or whatever, I want to support them. I got a couple books from here, they were all low grade, but when I got home, this one's missing like a big panel out of one page, and my wife see me discover it, and she's like, I told you before, check your books before you leave. So, Russ Heath cover though, I mean, so I'll always have that memory with that book. All-American Men of War, number 81 from October 1960. I think that's like a gray tone cover. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so I guess this is a key or something's going on with it now. But this has a great pinup in here by George Perez. Is it George Perez? I wrote it on the back. Anyways, it has a message from Joe Shuster. He writes about, okay, he drew a page in here or something like a pinup. So he writes a message about what inspired him to draw it or something. There's a text page. Jerry Siegel recounts the origin of Superman. 45th anniversary. A beautiful George Perez Luther. Yeah, the pinup in here is stunning. Oh, man. I said to myself, I want to show this to people. Because, you know, everyone's like, oh, the war thing, whatever, key. So here's a Joe Shuster drawing. And he talks about it. Or I don't know, maybe they're talking about this. So that's a Joe Shuster Superman, but where's this Lex Luthor at? Oh yeah, right here. George Perez with the battle armor. Oh, that looks so good. Look at his face in the back. That's a great pinup. So this is the big spec key of the day. So be on the lookout for that. I'm like, when I seen that book was going up, I'm like, I have that. This was one, well, I keep I only mix up the DC and the Marvel and Up, of course. So anything else goes in different boxes. So, but I was like, I don't know if I want to keep it or not. It's like great, but it is kind of cool. January 1970, The Mod Squad. And I watched a couple episodes of that. What a Dell, and that's right at the end with Dell kind of shortened their books to the gold key size. They changed the logo. I think they had wow, this is 1970 from Dell. I didn't even know they printed that long. So that's probably one of the last Dell comics right there. So I just picked up these books. This was $2. Was it $2? They had 3 different issues of this for $2, but the other ones were really beat, and this one looked really nice. So I said, I'll take that for $2, bring it home, put it in Mylar, it looks great. And then I went to put it in the CLZ app, and I already have it. But man, would you leave that? The Wooden World War cover story, Joe Kubert cover, for $2. You can't leave something like that. It's like you definitely got to rescue that book. Sometimes I wonder, am I nuts, or do you guys like all this crazy books like I like? So this was $1. So anything in their bins that doesn't have a price on is $1. And I didn't really ever think about this book, but it's the last issue of Secret Origins. And see how they're dismantling the cover. Who does that? Who does the art on this? Ty Templin cover, but it's a great cover. It's an oversized square bound book. It's a newsstand from 1990. And it has this cool reaccounting of the dolphin from Showcase 79, her origin in here. They basically just take the same story and they redraw it with a new artist, and they add elements to it, like expand it, and it's really cool. You have the first story is like a text story with big pictures of Batman and Robin's history by Danny O'Neill and George Perez. So that's cool. But it was $1, and like I say, it's a nice copy, square bound. And that dolphin story, I paged through there, and when I saw the dolphin story, I said, I'm buying this book. Because, I had limited money. I wanted to buy Mylars and more bags and more boards. So I had like other $1 books, $3 books I put back. So I got this. This is just the reprint, but it's the gold key reprint from Dell. It was a nice high grade copy of that for $2. And I grew up in this era. I grew up when I was a kid, Disney movies with Scamp, and so it's part of my childhood. So that's why I'm drawn to it. Here's original Scamp number 9 from 1959, and they had the gold key counterpart to this one. But like I said, I was trying to buy some Mylars too, and I want to go back and get that one because it's a really high grade copy. And this has a little like drop of white paint. The paint actually matches the color of the white. And I tried to get it off, but it was taken off the graphic. But for $2, that's a pretty good. I put that on my wall. Walt Disney, he knew talent. So these were cool. Now this isn't a character that I necessarily ever have been drawn to. Not that I'm opposed to reading his comics, because I have read a few. And they're gag comics. But these were square bound. They were huge. They were bigger. You had to put them in Golden Age bags. And they had some more of them. They were much lower grade than these two that I picked up. And this is the worst of them. So Sad Sack World, number 4 from July 65. So these are Harvey Silver Age books. These, you don't see these a lot. And they keep putting new ones out at my LCS. And if they're going to keep putting them out for $2 or $1, I'm going to keep buying them. So that's a pretty cool one. And it's thick. It's huge when I pick it up. Man, it's like a big book. But this one here, this one is so nice. And it looks like a hot, like the candy Red Hots. It's in really nice condition, this one. Square bound. This one's from 62. And you got the Sad Sack Laugh Special. I don't know, what do you guys think? I just picked up these books, and because they were so huge and big and early, like Silver Age books, I'm like, I know you don't see these a lot. There are people that pay a good premium for a book like that. Probably, if you found the right buyer, someone who's collecting this and this character, $50 you could probably get for the condition. But I'm not going to sell it. I got it for $2. I'm going to read it. And one day, I like putting these cool different books on my wall. And when they put them all together, they look really cool. Okay, where are we? 18, 19 minutes. So they had the reprint of this in its golden age size. It's bigger than this golden age bag. I had to get the supersized golden age bag to put this in. It's the new facsimile reprint of Batman #1. And they use a newsprint type paper for it, so it's really as close to the original that DC's probably ever published. Check that out. And that was 10. I'll pay up for these facsimiles if they're the ones that are the size of the Golden Age. For me, with the newsprint paper, it's all worth it. I can't wait to read this. I was paging through it, man. It looks so cool. That's great graphic. That's all the ones that I bought. Obviously, I didn't pay $2 for that one. So what do I got here? So really quick, so I bought that, you saw that free box of comics. So I took all the milers off, traded in almost probably 80% of the box. This is what I kept. And I mylar'd and put it all in Mylar. Great Todd McFarlane cover, especially Marvel Girl. She looks really good. So 233 of the X-Men. What is that? X-Men? Marvel Girls. And it's a newsstand. And I kept this one. I think I might have 3 of these now. War is Hell #12. Gil Kane skull cover. Bondage. And pretty nice copy of this. Marvel Team Up 29. Really nice copy. And I kept this. Was that Nick Hardy? Dick Dillon cover. Spectre. Raising the Dead. Seance. 83, September 7. And then this one. I kept this one because it was in a really nice grade. It wasn't too much of a standout cover for me. This one was in really nice shape too. I'm talking probably 85, 90, 92. This one was a little bit. This is probably like a 50. It's got a nice back cover. It's kept it. This one had a nice skull cover, a nice Jungle Girl. And then the reprint, I do have a nice 4.5 on the original, or the first print. And then I did have this. Great cover, last issue. Water Torture Death cover. So those are the ones. Okay. Oh, this one too. This is a low grade. But its first appearance, I have a copy. The Black Queen Pirate. And obviously, I kept this one. Great aluminum, or is that aluminum cover? First Hyena. But I love that cover. Anytime I find that book, that's going on with me. Hey, that'll make a good thumbnail. Yeah, let me put on my glasses and do it for the thumbnail. Okay, guys, that's it for the Sunday show. Let me know what you think. How will we do that? Okay, let me know what you thought about the show. Let me see where we're at. Oh, man, not too bad. Okay, guys, peace out. Nighttiger out.